Do you want to see me go off? So I think you want to see me go off, right?
Go off, Delta!
Has anyone ever just gone somewhere and you met someone and you thought, this is this person's very first day on the planet? Just every day, first day. I recently flew out of town. I had to do a night in Indianapolis, a night in Indy. Woo! It was just as fun, too. Exotic and erotic. Not as exciting as Columbus the next night, which, shake the dice, So I flew out that way, and it was going to be a direct flight, all good. The lady that sits down next to me, before any of that happens, I see her in the airport, and she's at the TSA. And she's never gone through the TSA before, apparently, even though she's a frequent flyer, and she's got the thing hanging off of her bag that lets you know that she's someone of priority status. But she's confused. And it's not that she's confused, and it's not that she's old, and it's not that she has a condition. It's that she has never been told no. She's never been told no. So no, or these are rules for everyone so that everyone gets an equal chance. That's never approached her. That's never happened to her. So I see her at the TSA, and she just doesn't, oh, what, you mean I have to put my laptop in another bin? What do you mean you have to take it out? So she's confused by that, and I'm like, whatever. At first, I don't know this about her. I don't know that. I think maybe she's like my mom. My mom doesn't really travel that much. So I hold the space for people that go through and they're like, I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna say, because they're screaming at you at TSA. So I thought maybe it's that. And she wasn't much older than me, maybe 5 years older, or maybe she just doesn't have the same skincare routine. Like, I don't know what it is, but I'm gonna say, just out of fairness, we were similar in age, at least generation. So she goes through the TSA, it is what it is. I'm that crazy person that has to go look at the gate, and I'm like, B12, okay, B12, the 2-hour mark starts now. Because they say 2 hours, and I'm not playing, because this is a gig that I had to rebook because of mechanical issues. Now I'm going back to the same place in January. It's gonna be a weather issue. We already know that, so I'm not playing any games. So I'm there. We all know what a boarding group is. You know damn well that they don't play games, that just because you're nice, just because you're friendly, does not mean that they are going to allow you to go into a different boarding group. It's just not gonna happen. We know that they're going to invite active military. We know that they're going to invite family with small children. We know that they're going to invite people who need additional time coming down the jet bridge. Those are the people that are going to come. Then it's going to be boarding group 1, which, by the way, a separate go-off that I'm going to have to store. Doug, for later, put it in your notes. I feel like there used to be, when you fly first class, there always used to be a first class security line. And I think once they introduced Clear, which was like the TSA Lite, they knew that people would pay for it. So then they were like, let's just get rid of the first class line. They'll pay a little something. Maybe they don't want to go through the hassle of a pre-check, but they do want some of the benefit. Maybe I'm crazy, but I'm telling you, I don't see first class lines anymore in any event. Back to the topic. I'm at the boarding gate waiting, and I'm in group 1, and I know I'm seat 2A. That's my preferred seat, 2A. I'm waiting, and she's floating around in there, and she's looking around. God, when are they gonna board? Oh my God, what is happening? She's like that lady from Mad TV. She's doing all that, right? She's the kind of person that has like head to toe all of the I don't know what the brand is, but it's like very like Portland and Seattle, Patagonia. You know those people. The people that bring the water bottle and refill it. The people that line up for that. I see some of you. I'm happy you're getting your water in. I'm happy. Come on now. Just go with the rest of us, pay $7 for the water and complain about it later. So, she's waiting to get on. She's like, well, I don't think they're gonna let me. I don't know what's taking so long. And I said, well, they haven't started the boarding groups yet. It's pre-board. It says pre-board. I tell her this. And she goes, oh, well, I'm gonna go down with the people that need extra time. So she goes down with the people that need extra time. All right, fine, well, whatever, knock yourself out. I mean, you don't have to prove that to them. You just tell them that. So she goes down, And then we start boarding, and I zoom in. I mean, I'm the slowest bitch in the cut, but when it comes to getting on board, I have learned as a person of size, which is a nice way of saying a fat ass, I have learned that I like to skirt as much as I can to get where I need to get so there's no issues. So I'm like, let me get on as fast as I can. I'll get in that window. There will be no talking to anybody. I bring nothing on board except a little shoulder bag. I'm cool. I get on board. She's sitting in 2B. Why? You didn't need to pre-board. You were in boarding group 1. What is the problem? Are you active military? Are you a person with a small child, or are you acting like a small child? I don't know. So I walk in and I'm like, hi. And she's like, oh, hi there. And she dumps her bag down and starts zipping it through. Now, mind you, everybody in wheelchair and everything else is already seated. She is now opening her bag and going through everything. Now, you know, you got to put your earphones in here or your iPod pad, whatever, over. You got to be ready. She's not ready. So she's unzipping. She's putting stuff up there, stuff down here. She's got 2 bags going up there. And she got 1 bag down here. Then she sits down and buckles herself in. After I've told her for the 3rd time, ma'am, I need to slip into 2A. Slip into. So she says, oh, I don't mind. Oh, I don't mind. And I said to her what I've said to many other people, which is, listen, it's going to be in your best interest to get up because you see what's coming through. You see what's coming through. And she was like, oh, no, honey, I really don't mind. I said, okay, well, I don't mind either. So when I tell you, I arched my back so hard that you thought Megan Thee Stallion. It was bent, it was curved, and I made sure that those cheeks kissed that nose. And I said, oh, pardon me. Pardon me. And I sat down, and there we were. And so we were ready to go. We're on the plane. The flight attendant comes up. Can we get you something to drink? Something to drink before we get in the air? Anything to drink? She's not listening at all. And the flight attendant's like, well, you know, I've asked twice. So he just looks and he's like, doesn't say anything. We're about to take off. And she decides to take her belt off and get him. She goes, can I get a Diet Sprite? Let me ask you a question. Why is this wet? I don't understand why this is wet. Are these fresh? No. I don't know why it's wet. What airline has Diet Sprite? What airline? Nobody has Diet Sprite. I don't even think you can get a Diet Sprite anywhere. You could maybe back in the day get a Diet Slice. Remember Diet Slice? She wanted a Diet Sprite. And the flight attendant said, ma'am, we are on an active moving airplane. Like we're about to go. We're like, he just said we're first in line and we're moving. And she goes, so I just don't get a Diet Sprite? She's unaware. No one's ever told her no. She just gets what she gets, I guess. So she has to sit down. She's doing the damn thing. The flight attendant comes through when it's time to bring some food, and he asks her, would you like something to eat? And she said, yeah, I want the chia seed pudding or whatever. And he said, well, that's pre-order. You have to order that 24 hours before. The options that we have today are this and this. So it was like, I don't know, whatever it was, but eggs and waffles. And she goes, so there's no chia seed pudding? And he said, no, we have eggs and we have waffles. And she said, well, can you see after you're done if anybody didn't want their chia seed pudding? Because she believes that there's just an unlimited amount of food. There's a kitchen. They didn't wheel in a thing that said there's 6 passengers and there's 6 meals. 4 people asked for meals, 4 people reserved their food. The other 2 are gonna have to fight it out. That's how it works. Now, if you don't want that, you can have Biscoff cookies, as many as you want. By the way, I've learned this, and even though I am a fat ass and a pig and I bring my own snacks, I've also learned that, like, you can take more than one thing. And I always feel like that's kind of gross because I feel like you should go through and, like, just take one thing. Kind of like when you're at a family dinner, you just take an amount, and then if there's some left, then you go back for more. But there's people that are like, and she's that person. Like, I knew she was going to do that, so she ended up doing that. We get off the plane, and we go to baggage claim, and she's following me to the baggage claim. And she's asking me, do you think the bags are going to be on time? I don't know what's going on with the bags. Nothing has gone wrong yet. So I don't know why you would think something's going on with the bags. Why are you anticipating? And I'm the one that's complaining about everything. I have nothing to complain about. I'm like, you were sent to me by God to have something to complain about. God knew. I don't know if there's a God, but if there is, I know she's pissed. And so we go to the bags, and she's looking through the bag. She starts pulling people's bags off and looking inside and going, I think this one's mine. I'm hearing her say that, and I'm not talking to her. I'm not with her. And I feel like people are looking at us like, oh, are you guys must, because you flew together. You're with her. I'm not with her. You know what I mean? She's not with her. Nobody is with her. So we do the bags. And then we have to go, I leave, and I'm walking, and then I have to go to the bathroom. I finally have to go pee. So I go pee, and I come out, and at this airport in Indianapolis, there's a people mover that takes you from the baggage claim. You have to go up, down the people mover, and then down another escalator. I don't know who designs all this. I don't know who determined like where the buses from the Hilton are and the buses from the Days Inn, why they get precedence. Like, why are you in trouble because you take Uber? I thought that was supposed to be a good thing. I thought we were ride sharing. But Uber has to be far away, like, go away, you're awful. The Uber people are going to come ruin everything. How are they ruining everything? They only come when the car is called. They don't just hang out there, right? Do they? I mean, I do black car service, so I don't know like what you do, but like, for me, they come to the curb. You know what I mean? For you, they come to the curb. For you, they come to the curb. For those, the people over there, they don't always come for the, you know what I mean? Well, we're all different, you know. We all have different, you know, I would say privilege, but earnings, I guess. Speaking of earnings, we're selling merchandise tonight. If you're interested, I'm trying to pay my house note. Yeah. What did you get? You got a shirt. Let me see that. I love that. I like that shirt. Hey, well, let me ask you a quick question before I go any further. When did we stop saying catsup and only say ketchup? Do you remember there used to be catsup? When did we stop that? Now it's only ketchup. Your mom says catsup?
She also speaks Spanish.
Oh, she speaks Spanish. I thought maybe she was Appalachian. Like, 'cause that's different. They say they find out more about the trail, and it could go that far. You know what I mean? I don't know. It connects. In any event, over the river and through the woods to the Uber we go. We get there, and she is milling around, and she goes, are you taking an Uber or are you taking a Lyft? I said, oh, I don't know, whichever one gets here sooner. And I'm like looking, pretending not to talk to her. She goes, well, where's your hotel? I think she is with me. I don't know, like, she's with me. We're doing this together. And I said, oh, I don't remember, I have to look it up. And she's like, you don't remember? Well, what are you gonna call? Then she asks, well, if yours is in the downtown area, maybe we can share. Share? What's that? No, because she was in boarding group 1 and she was in 2B. She's not broke, I don't think. I don't know, maybe she is broke. Maybe they upgraded her. Maybe she bought it with miles or something. She's been flying since the 60s or I don't know what. Anyway, we get there. The issue is that no one's ever told her no. And then I'm like, well, you know, maybe it's she's older. Maybe it's because nobody told her no. Maybe it is her first day on the planet. I don't know. My mom is 75 years old, and my mother, every day I look at her and I think to myself like, God, she's driving me crazy. She asked me, how do you block someone? No, how do you unfollow someone on TikTok? And I was like, oh, I'll show you. So I show her and I'm like, why did you need to unfollow them? She goes, I have a lot of people I need to unfollow. And I said, oh, really? You got a lot of drama going on TikTok? She goes, no, I don't want it to use up all my memory on my phone. I hand to God tell you, she said, Lori, does my mom say that? That's my friend Lori over there. And my mom likes to send Lori messages separate from me. I'm not involved in any of it. She likes to send Lori things like how young women should protect themselves in a man's world. Things like that, which is really great. But I realize, like, when I'm dealing with my mom with these kinds of situations, like, yes, we're in different generations, but my mom, for all intents and purposes, she's just a girl. Like, she's living the first day every day, just like this lady at the airport, right? So maybe I should be a little lighter with this lady because maybe she really doesn't know anything. I don't know. Maybe she knows everything. I mean, my mom raised me by herself to be here, and like, I'm here and I'm grateful for that. I don't know how she did it. I don't know how she made such a fussy person. She only had one. She tells people, like, I only had one, but I had to make sure it was like a big, bold one. She says that. She says that to everyone. So I realize, like, I get so frustrated with people, but I'm like, should I be gentler? Like, should I just ignore it? Should I not say anything? Should I think about it and go, maybe she's just living the first day. Maybe she doesn't know any better. Maybe no one did tell her no. I don't know. Maybe that's the case. I'm not going to give her a fucking break. I'm going to sit here and bitch about it. I'm not going to tell her that, right? I complain about restaurants. I complain about ranch dressing. I complain about all these things. And I tell you, I never have time for the comment section unless I'm at the airport 2 hours early. Because then, right? I don't bring an iPad. I don't do all that. I raw dog a plane for sure. I get on and I'm like, what's the day going to bring me? What's the day going to bring me? Like, what am I going to watch Crazy Rich Asians again? Because I always watch that on the plane no matter what. I put it on and then I just look at my phone. But that's when I have time for the comment section. And I read the comments. I respond sometimes. Sometimes it just hits me a certain way. You know, like usually when people are like, oh, this fat bitch, whatever. I'm like, whatever. I mean, you're not lying. Fat bitch. I mean, that's not a lie. You can't tell somebody you're not a bitch. If somebody says like, you're a bitch, you can't say you're not because that's based on their criteria of what a bitch is. So that doesn't bother me. What does bother me is when people, I guess speak out of school in a way, when they don't really have all of the information. And that's when I'm like, well, you didn't really, I'm not going to come for you unless you send for me, you know? So send for me and then I'll come. So if you at me and then I'm going to do it. I do hold the space for people who say nice things also, but I don't always see everything, right? So that's when I read those comments. And sometimes it's like my first day. And I'm like, well, maybe these people, maybe it's their first day. Maybe it's my first day. Maybe I'm just missing a reference. I don't know. Maybe this lady was doing performance art on the plane. It could have been. One of my favorite pieces of performance art is like Sandra Bernhard on the David Letterman show. That's my favorite thing ever. Ever. It was so important to me. I can recite every piece of that. And I remember seeing it for the first time, not knowing what it was, and then realizing what it was and realizing how important it is. That was my first day on the planet. And that's when I was born, you know? In any event, I feel like I have to be more gentle with people. Maybe. I read these comments and I'm like, people go, oh, I bet you she's the worst at her restaurant. I'm not. I tell you why. Not because I don't want to say anything. I have the worst anxiety ever. I don't want to I don't want somebody to lose their job because they did something weird or because I didn't like it. I feel like every day is my very first fucking day on the planet. And 50, I'm here and I'm still fucking bitching about the same shit. None of it's getting fixed. None of it's getting fixed. What's next? What is the next thing that's going to happen? Do you want to see me take a break? Because I think you want to see me take a break.